Let's get straight to it. Can the Minnesota Vikings win 5 games in a row, the last 5 games of the season? Is that a possibility? The most optimistic fan would probably say, yeah, they could probably win 5 games. They could probably win 4-1. But I will say this because I got to keep it 1,000. I got to keep it 100, but I'm going to keep it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? The only way that's going to happen is if Kevin O'Connell makes the right decision at quarterback or the right decision, period. But I'm going to get to that. Hold on, y'all. This is going to be a big rant, y'all. But you know I got to talk my talk. Talk that talk. The beginning of the season started off terribly. We started the season 1-4. A lot of Minnesota Viking fans gave up. I'm one of them. I did not think they would be doing as well. And I know what you're thinking. You're saying doing as well. Think about it. In the last 7 games, we are 5-2. Our overall record is 6-6. We are 500. We started the season 1-4. Our starting quarterback got hurt. The best wide receiver in the whole NFL got hurt. Can I talk my talk? Talk that talk. This team has a lot of heart. Jaren got hurt against the Falcons on the second possession with a concussion. We traded for Joshua Dobbs. He came and he won a game. He won a couple of games. So many circumstances that this team overcame throughout the season to get us where we're at now. We control our own destiny. If we go 5-0, we definitely a playoff team. We could possibly win a division. If we go 4-0, 4-1, we could still probably win a division. Depends if the Lions lose a couple of games. If we win 3-2, that's a little iffy, but that's pushing it. We could probably still be a wild card team. We control our own destiny. I'm keeping it 1,000 because we still play the Lions twice. So anything can happen. But Kevin O'Connell has to make the right decision at quarterback. Will it be Nick Mullins? I hope not. We know what he is. Would it be Joshua Dobbs? I thought he was a real life superhero, but I was 100% wrong. And I will admit to that. But in my opinion, I think they need to play that young quarterback that's 25 years old, Jaren from BYU, with the biggest arm talent on the team right now, a dual threat. But this is my thing. Kevin O'Connell has to match his skill set with his play calling. Let me say that one more time because it's so true, y'all. He has to match Jaren skill set with his play calling. You cannot have the same play calling as if Kirk Cousins was under center playing quarterback. He's not a drop back quarterback, Kevin O'Connell. Another thing, Kevin O'Connell, I got to call you out and I have to talk my talk. You have to be consistent running the ball. That is another key to success for the remainder of the season. If you put Jaren in the game, right? If he starts against the Raiders after the bye week, and you do not have a consistent run game, he's going to fold. I'm telling you, he's a rookie quarterback, man. But let me get to Brian Flores. I'm all over the place, but I got to keep it 1,000, man. Brian Flores has, like I said earlier in the season, has changed the culture of this team. I know he's a defensive coordinator. I know that people might not think defense is the most important. They think offense, you got to score points. It's the sexiest thing on the football field. They love touchdowns. I do too. But I'm more of a defensive-minded person, and I'm just to the point where Brian Flores has been coaching his behind off. He got Danielle Hunter. If he's not leading the whole NFL in sacks, he's pretty darn close to it. He's at least top 2. Danielle Hunter, they tried to say that trade him for a 3rd-round pick. Trade him for a 4th-round pick. Get whatever you can get for Danielle Hunter. Danielle Hunter coming off them injuries, the neck injuries, the herniated disc, shows so much heart, and he came back. And he came back with vengeance. And Brian Flores said, feast Danielle Hunter. And he's been feasting on every single team's quarterback since week 1. And I'm so excited. Another player that is so underrated is DJ Wonnum. Who would have thought? I believe he has 7-6 sacks this season. The Robin to the Batman of Danielle Hunter. What I'm trying to say is the common denominator to success, besides Kevin O'Connell making doing what he has to do when it comes to play calling and picking the right quarterback and being smart when it comes to running the ball and all that. The common denominator for success is Brian Flores. He's been doing his thing all season. He got these guys, the so-called bunch of nobodies, playing like a bunch of somebodies. Brian Flores got this team ranked 12th overall in overall defense, y'all, from 31 last year. We was ranked 31 last year or 32. It doesn't even matter. I know we was bad last year, right? The Dinoshell defense was bad, right? Was terrible. And now he got this team playing like this. And then another stat that I love so much about this Brian Flores defense, they are very stingy when teams are in the red zone. They're 9th overall in the whole NFL at stopping teams from getting in the end zone. They're top 10. This team will bend sometimes, but this team will not break. Against the Bears on Monday Night Football, what did the Vikings do? They didn't allow one touchdown. They allowed 4 field goals, and we lost that game, 12-10. Unbelievable. I'm not going to get into it because I just don't want to get into it. That was a very frustrating game for me personally. I said, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. 4 interceptions by Josh. I don't want to get into it. But Brian Flores, I hope that he continues to be on the Minnesota Vikings. And like I said, I won't be mad if he was the head coach. Let me know in the comments below. How would you feel if somehow, some way he became head coach? But let me get to Kirk Cousins, y'all. And I don't mean this in no disrespect. I hope the best for Kirk Cousins, man. But a legend has spoken. And that legend is Jaren Allen. One of the greatest defensive ends that ever put on a uniform. I'm going to just talk about when he was with the Chiefs and with the Vikings. Mainly when he was with the Vikings. He played 6 seasons with the Minnesota Vikings. If you don't know who Jaren Allen is, I will hope that after this video, just look him up, man. Look up Jaren Allen. And specifically the year of 2011. In 2011, he almost broke the season record in sacks with 22. He had 22 sacks that year. He was a half sack short of tying the great Michael Strahan with 22 and a half sacks. That's still the season record in sacks. Still to this day, it's still the record. And you know Michael Strahan, he did that in 2001 with the Giants. But the great Jaren Allen, for his whole career, has 136 sacks. Wow. For his career, he has 19 fumble recoveries, and he has 6 interceptions. And he's 12th all time in getting sacks. 12th all time. We talking about all time, y'all. This isn't no just anybody talking his talk about Kirk Cousins. So let me get to what he said, right? And I appreciate this. And there's no hate on Kirk Cousins. We just keeping it 1,000. We keeping it real. All right, so this is what happened. Who asked him the question? So Kay Adams asked him the question, what you think about Kirk, in other words, right? And then this is what Jaren Allen said. He said, that's a lot to unpack. Do you have enough time? And then she laughed. That's not the right one. You know what I mean? And then he said, this is what Jaren Allen said. He said, you blow your Achilles out at this point of your career. I think it's a young man's game. It's going that way. And then he said, you can't pay him, because I guess he got the information about his contract and all that. And this is what he said in response to that. He said, oh, you can't pay him. That's just a no-brainer. For real, though, it's no-brainer. You can't pay him. Sorry, Kirk. Nothing personal. Nothing personal. That's how I feel. It's nothing personal. I'm just trying to win a freaking Super Bowl. I just know what Kirk is when it counts the most, and I want a franchise young quarterback, and I am willing to strike out numerous times in the draft to go get that guy, unless it's Jaren Hall. We'll see what Jaren Hall does in the last 5 games, because we never know. But this is what he said. He said, nothing personal. What are you going to have to pay him? $25-30 million a year? Can't do it. Sorry. That ride's done. And I agree with everything Jaren Allen is saying and then some. You know what I mean? It's like we got to move on from it, man. If Jaren Hall isn't the guy, we can look in 2024 NFL draft. But I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the season. I'm gonna have fun. I'm not gonna take it too serious. I love the Minnesota Vikings. I love what's going on. Kevin O'Connell, you have to prove that you can be a good play caller, or you're gonna have to give that responsibility to someone else. And I just know this defense is going to keep us in games. It's up to the offense because right now this team is a defensive team, bro. This team is a defensive team, and that's shocking to say. And let me get to Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson should be back after the bye week. And yes, he is the best wide receiver in the game. I don't care if nobody says that's how I feel. The team is going to look so much smoother. The offense, I mean, is going to look so much better. The run game's going to, they're not going to be able to stack the box at all. And Jordan Addison, he's a rookie, and he's been looking like a rookie the last couple of weeks. He's been getting shut down by the other team's best corner. And now that the best corner is going to be on Justin Jefferson, I'm expecting Jordan Addison to and TJ Hockenson and everybody else to have a better time on the opposing defense. I'm expecting Jordan Addison to get it back together. And I'm looking forward to seeing number 18, man. I'm looking forward to seeing this offense in number 18, and I'm looking forward to seeing Jaren Hall. Kevin O'Connell, make the right decision, my guy. Shout out to everybody that's been vibing with me on this long, big rant that I just did. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And, yeah, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night, depending on where you at in the world, in this country. And I'm out. This is the end of the video. I truly appreciate you vibing with the bull. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. I'm out.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. Yeah. Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go. I really do this. I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man. Yeah. They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.